What about now, bro? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. What's up? Why can't you hear me? Yeah, it's fixed, bro. It's fixed. Can you hear me now, brothers? Can you hear me now? It's going to be a slight delay. You still can't hear me? Working, all right, working, yay. That's what I thought. You guys were tripping me up. I knew I'd clicked it. I see the meters running, but you were still telling me no sound, so all right. So how's everybody doing today, guys? We got a nice little treat for you. We're waiting on everybody to get in here. We got a few others that have their hands on this cigar, so once I get those guys in here, we will get this rolling. We'll all line up together.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
George with the legendary follow. Thank you, George. Appreciate that, man. Now, there's not 6 feet between us. I mean, if you... we were both in New Orleans at the same time. If we're not dead by now, we technically don't have it, so... I mean, it is what it is in a sense. Alright, guys. So what we have today, we're doing the new pre-release Viva. This is the 500 Club cigar. It's going to be at all the shops you can find your other Vivas at. So this is a 6x60 box press. So this is totally different than the last Atlantic cigar that came out. That was a box press as well, but that was totally different. This is going to be available anywhere you can find the Vivas. This is not an online Atlantic exclusive. So yeah, we're going to get ready. I have done a V-cut on mine.
And I've punched mine.
Just a box press. I love V-cutting. I mean, it goes perfect. So we're gonna give you some cold draw. We'll light up at the same time once my other guys get in here, and we'll be ready to roll. We appreciate all you guys coming in. Louise, Kevin, Thomas, a lot of new faces in here, a lot of old faces. So
today, knowing that this is supposed to be a real chocolatey cigar, I'm pairing with a cold Peruvian coffee, which is nice and smooth, got great coffee flavors, and that really, I'm hoping will help draw the chocolates and the coffees out of this also.
Okay.
But of course, water to hydrate.
He's a cool dude. I'm not pairing mine with anything. I wanted unbiased. I wanted to try the cigar with nothing. And then, of course, next time I get my hands on it, I will pair it with coffee. I'll pair it with bourbon. All the above, like always. So that's just what I'm doing right now. A real sweet smelling tobacco, guys. It really smells good. It's not a real veiny wrapper. It's real smooth, just enough oil. It's a real smooth wrapper.
It feels kind of like satin.
Yeah.
It's got a great chocolate, and for some of you, if you understand the taste of barn, we use that a lot. It's not quite hay. I always think of it kind of like some of the horse feed I used to feed. It's got a nice...
Oh, like the sweet oat.
The sweet
that
oat.
you would wet.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we fed that. Actually, we raised pigs, so we fed that, and you always got that sweet smell.
And speaking of pigs, if you've been watching Tiger King, you can also feed your exes pigs.
Ah!
They'll eat them too. So.
Pigs will eat anything. Since the Roman days, they've been eating human beings when they throw them.
Tigers also.
Yes. A&W root beer for George. He's pairing with his. Oki, I know, is doing Swine Gear coffee with his. Sin City's doing the same thing I'm doing. He's doing water. So yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to give you my initial thoughts on the pre-light. I'm getting definitely chocolate. I know James had mentioned like Cocoa Pebbles. I'm thinking like Count Chocula cereal when you would eat it without the milk, or then when you first put the milk in. So it's already super chocolatey for sure. So
for those of you who just like to
Nick saying light them up.
Yeah.
So we'll get them lit real quick. But yeah, very chocolatey on the pre-light already. So I'm pretty excited because Billy told me it was like smoking a chocolate bar. Very, very chocolate smoke. So we're going to see what else we get paired in it. Let's see what we got here. George did a V-cut as well. Barry says no cigar. Yeah, Barry's been a while without a cigar, but he's getting Miller Lite. Dark fruit on the cold draw from Okie for sure. David says dark grape on the cold draw. I'm hoping that was misprint. I don't know about a dark grape. Okie punched here. So we got a couple of V-cuts and a couple punches already.
I have to say the taste on the Retro Hell is great, but it burns.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got some burn. I halfway, I didn't even do a full retro, and it burned a little bit, so I backed off.
And it's not...
What's up, Jeremy? We
weird
just
pepper.
lit up, man, so go ahead and get yours started. Let us know what you think. Immediately on the cold draw, we were getting like chocolate, Fruity Pebbles, Count Chocula syrup. Very, very chocolatey, pleasant cold draw.
Yeah, I would say a lot of cayenne. So those of you who like a dark chocolate that's peppered.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's definitely what this starts off as. The Retro Hell is just like pure fire going through your nose.
Okay, I got you down,
It
Dave.
tastes so well.
Yeah, it is definitely a lot of pepper on the retro. I don't think I've had a Viva with that much pepper in a retro yet, and I love pepper on the retro. So this one's got a pretty damn stout retro, I'm not even going to lie. It's got a damn good tingle.
But unlike some of them that I've had before that burn so bad you
Right.
don't want a retro,
Right.
honestly, the flavor that comes out on the roof of your mouth with the retro, just...
George and
Really
Okie, I
nice.
agree, man. This thing is putting out, I mean, the smoke like a Rocco train here, man. Yep, so you same way, Brian. So yeah, so far this thing puts out a lot of smoke, a lot of pepper on the retro hell, but it's not unmanageable where it makes your eyes water hurt. It's a good tingle.
So Jeremy's got the
See,
dark fruit in the hay.
So two of them's got dark fruit on the cold, where I was getting more, my mind was going to the chocolate syrup like yours was.
Yeah.
Okie's got a sinus infection, so no retro from him.
Dude, I'm telling you, cuz you retro this.
George's eyes are tearing up. Mine did not tear. I found it pleasant. I like the spice on the retro here.
This is gonna clean out whatever kind of sinus problems that you have.
Lots of smoke output. I mean, even holding it up, it's just smoke coming off the cigar nonstop when you put it down. So a lot of smoke, and to me, when I'm smoking a cigar, I like a big output of smoke. And we got, I mean, so far, this is how long we've been smoking, that little bit of burn there. So we're just starting. So if you're just popping in, we're just now
we're just getting into
getting going with it. There's something else in it, though. I'm getting chocolate, but there's something else that's kind of creeping up in my taste buds. I'm trying to figure out.
Got the cayenne starting to disappear. Not as much pepper now.
Okay, so Brian said he's not getting pepper, he's getting more chocolate on the retro. Dark, dark chocolate. Milk chocolate and pepper, you're right there, Jeremy. That's pretty much the consensus for sure. Of course, George is old, so his eyes are burning. David Hoffman, what's going on, man?
The Herf.
Cocoa powder. I could definitely see the cocoa powder, like what you would mix out of the tin cans and make your own chocolate milk with it.
And
Cedar
Okie,
could be what I'm trying to come up with, Okie.
And Okie, you know how I always go when you say cocoa powder and cream, I always talk about like malt. Like if you were doing a chocolate malt, it's kind of got that creaminess flavor in there.
And you know what? To be box press, right after they just come out with the Atlantic box press, it's smoking completely different. It's a totally different flavor profile. It's not the same cigar. So if you were worried about this one being the same Atlantic had, this is not even tasting anywhere like that cigar.
And I like this size of a box press.
Yeah, this is compatible. I smoke a lot of the CAO 660 flathead.
Avo has one.
Yeah, they have one.
Size.
So I've always liked a 660 box press. So months ago when Billy first told me the 660 was coming, I was very excited because, I mean, when I do a box press, I like the 660 size. 770 is a little much, but 660, I mean, I really, really like. Spicy chocolate on the retro for David, too. Nikki, we're smoking the pre-release Viva La Vida. This is the new 6x60 box press for the 500 Club. So this will be available soon. This isn't out yet, so we're doing our first tasting and letting everybody see the cigar and what we think about it.
Yeah, I would say that the cayenne has turned into more of a spice. So you still get you're still getting that tingling on your tongue and in your mouth. Not so much on the retrohale, and becoming very creamy. Yeah, like some kind of baking spice, Okie.
Scape, you still in here? Call Ghost Rider and tell him I'm doing a YouTube live, man. He just tried to call me. I don't want him thinking I'm dodging him. Marco, how you doing, buddy? Nick says nutmeg. Well, I don't like nutmeg, so I can't compare that. Bacon spices. Yeah, it's definitely... I'm trying to figure out what spice to say. It's definitely not like a cooking spice. Like Okie's right. It's more like spices you would do in the baking, like a cinnamon spice or something that's... It's not overpowering, but you're getting that burn from it.
A sweet coriander.
And the smoke does not stop, man.
The smoke is... Yeah. I had one part that was kind of canoeing on me in the very beginning. Everything else was burning real well, and it's starting to patch itself up there. So.
Yeah, George, I'm with you. The burn is kind of leaving the retro, and it is a creaminess now. Yeah, it's full of chocolate, Nikki. Even on the cold draw, it's full of chocolate.
And it leaves a nice flavor on your palate when you've had it out of your mouth for a little bit. So instead of having that strong cigar flavor, it's more of a toasted chocolate.
David, everybody that sells the Vivas are going to have this. So it'll be in all your shops where you can get a Viva at. I'm not sure the exact date of when it's going to hit the stores with everything going on with shipping and everything else right now. So I'm not sure. I think originally it was going to be this month. But yeah, I mean, definitely that's not happening. Yeah, Marco, I'm the same way. 660 is the perfect size for a box press. So
yeah, I like it. I like a box press. I like how it feels in the hand when you hold it.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
Yes, we just dropped it. That's what she said on Burners Alive. Well, I know a few of our guys that are actually in chat right now smoking this aren't big box press fans.
Mm-hmm.
So if this one wins them over as a box press, then another... no, sir. No, it is not the same as the Atlantic exclusive. This is a totally different flavor profile. This is straight up chocolate and some spice to it.
Okay, now that I've moved into about a 1/2 inch, I'm starting to get that dark grape that they talked about in the first. Like our Concord jelly or a really nice dark wine.
Yeah, and see, I just retroed and it didn't burn any that time. It is creamy, like George said. So it just seems about the first quarter of the cigar when you retroed, you were getting a lot of pepper, so the pepper's mellowed out now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, David. Yeah, if they're not in the States, it ain't happening right now for sure. Yeah, Oki for sure is one of the ones that don't like bigger ring gauges or box press. So we'll see how this holds up when he's done, if he finally found a box press he likes. I don't remember, Nick, were you a box press fan or not? Get that Booner Sooner shit off my screen.
That's for my OSU fans out there.
Yeah, I was worried on O2. I thought it was just going to be a bigger version of the Atlantic, but Atlantic cigar is something totally different that was just for Atlantic. So,
You know,
yeah.
people were asking. I know when Billy posted earlier this week, he gave.
Yeah, Billy gave the description of the wrapper. If you hang on 1 second, we will tell you.
Habano Oscuro.
Yeah, Habano Oscuro is the wrapper for it, Barbers. That's why they're messaging me. That's why those go.
Oh.
All right, so did Nick answer me or did Nick delete me already? Yeah, definitely steel chocolate. I don't know. I mean, my mind is trying to gravitate towards cedar, chocolate and cedar now.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I'm not crazy because
No.
my mind is saying cedar.
Especially on a retro.
Right. When I puffed it that time, I'm getting chocolate. I'm getting more like a woody, but it's not an overpowering. It was more like it just kind of remind me of if you're going to put some cedar chips in a smoker or something.
Just giving a nice little back flavor. You can taste it,
Right.
but it's not overpowering. Most definitely.
I don't know. I mean, every time they put a new one out, it's like you
Yeah.
did it again.
And you know, Jason and I talked about this with the last Viva, that I guess there's some expectations with a lot of cigar companies that you're going to get reflavored into a different new size
Right.
or something.
Brad, are you in the 500 club? Do you have the Viva 500 patch? The Jester was one of the most peppery Vivas. I agree with you, Nick. It mellowed out for sure. Okay, so Nick, you like box press. I knew some of us did, some of us didn't. So I know Oki did. I thought it was more of you guys that didn't like the box. You're getting straight Nutella. So I kind of got that with the chocolate and the cocoa from the beginning, George. It kind of reminded me, when I was a kid, we would buy the Nesquik metal cans. You would open the top and you would take your spoon in there and spoon
You
the
wouldn't
chocolate
open the
out.
top, you'd have to pop
Right,
it up.
and you would take a spoon and you'd put your little chocolate granules and you make your chocolate milk. That's what I got from it. Dave says grass notes. I haven't hit that yet. Yes, David, that's a nunchuck box behind me. Barbara, I'm so sure some of the shops will ship to you in Europe. This is going to be back into the original sales plan of Viva. This is brick and mortar only. So if you'll call like Atlantic Cigar and a few of the other ones, they do ship, but you have to buy them over the phone. And yes, whoever's asking for the nunchuck box, there was a nunchuck box behind me. This is not a nunchuck box though. This is the Opus 22 box. That's not a nunchuck. Well, it must have got lost in the mail then, Brad, if you got the 500 patch and didn't get yours.
Wow.
And if you guys look on the screen next to us, I do have a picture up, which you probably noticed by now, but it's a zoom in closer look of the cigar itself. Creamy Nutella with a little spice, not even pepper. Yes, George, the pepper is left now. It's just a little spice. That's why I said maybe cinnamon. Nick, I got you, bruh. You didn't have to text me. I know you like a box press. I read it just a minute ago. A great ash. I mean, my camera's a good ways away, but that's a real
ash.
thick, perfect ash.
Nice and white.
Ovaltine guy, that's George.
Ovaltine.
George likes his Ovaltine. I'm gonna say it's s'more. Okay. I mean, I could see you going that way.
Yeah.
Anything chocolatey, for sure, it can fit that flavor profile. But like I told you, I'm getting cedar with it now. I haven't hit the grass note yet. Yeah, definitely.
I can taste a little breadiness on the backside of it.
Yeah. More of grass than hay. Yeah, dark chocolate for sure now. Honey cinnamon graham cracker. No, Barry, nothing like a good ash. Well, yeah, George likes prune juice. Look, George is seriously, really? Y'all mess with me even in here?
Even in here.
I'll tell you one thing, it does produce so much smoke. You got to ease yourself into retro. You got to let some of it go for sure, because that's a lot of smoke it puts. Yeah, prune juice George. We're going to have to change his name.
Message retracted.
Yeah, my bot must have thought that was a bad word when he said prune juice. I see you've ashed already. I'm trying to hold on. Don't laugh when this falls in my lap, but I'm trying to test the construction of this cigar and see how long my ash should go. Yeah, Nick, I am too, man. I've always liked a good box press. I know a lot of people kind of steer away from them, but once I tried that 660 CAO flathead, man, I was hooked.
Metamucil George now.
Yeah, Jeremy, I just retroed when you guys said that before I laughed at George's Metamucil. Definitely cinnamon on the retro, but it's not a overpowering burn. Dan, Swine Gear, what's up, brother?
What's up, Dano?
Everybody go to Facebook, Instagram already. Give Swine Gear Coffee a follow. Guy's got some great products. I will be drinking his coffee on our Instagram Live in the morning for Coffee and a Cigar. So definitely drop by and catch that. And thank you all to everyone that showed up today for the first Coffee with a Capo. They had a damn good showing. I popped in several times and they were rocking and rolling, man. Appreciate all you guys.
Now, if Dan would do us an IG, you could be Coffee with a Copper. Coppa. I'm gonna have some coffee with my Coppa friend.
Pork with a pig. We can eat bacon with Dan. Dan's going to start his own stream.
Piping with the pig. Smoking with the swine.
Yeah, Okie, this would be a good dessert cigar for sure. Nice slice of chocolate cake. Maybe a little scoop of ice cream on the side.
Pair very well.
I don't know, Okie. You think this would be good at a 5x52? I think the box press is what's giving it this flavor profile. It's a collector's edition band there, man.
I know.
You're never going to see that Viva Club 500 one again. Yes, Brian, I seen that, man. Congrats on your guys' first stream. Y'all were awesome. You definitely make me a proud papa for sure.
Go.
Everybody waits till I stream and then they start messaging me.
Got somebody messaging in the room.
Yeah, Okie, that's the remnants of last Friday night's Herf. That's what's left. That was a bottle kill pretty much. That was a brand new bottle. Oh, and my ash fell off on its own. But the ash, I wish I could lift it up. I mean, it stayed perfect, intact, didn't even break. Yes, sir, Nick. That's it. I mean, it's smoking. Still a good burn after the ash broke. But flavor, guys, seems to be pretty consistent for me. I mean, the chocolate has always been there, whether it be a chocolate bar or whether it be like a cocoa powder. Chocolate's always been into it.
I think for me, the cedar is becoming more prominent in it now.
It's there, but I still got chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, the chocolate has not went away. Even on the cold
everything's
draw.
all been back.
The cold draw has one of the sweetest smelling tobaccos I think I've ever smelled. It's just such a good smell, and it was just nothing but chocolate on the cold draw. And then once you light it up, you're hit with pepper and you're hit with chocolate. And then your pepper's kind of receded to maybe like a mild cinnamon. Chocolate's still there for me. I haven't really picked up on the grass yet like the other guys. Definitely getting the cinnamon and the chocolate still.
Yeah, so when y'all go out and buy these, make sure that you take some time to enjoy the smell of it and the cold draw before you light it up.
Yeah, okay. I don't really have a waiver in my burn, man. It is perfect. Not enough for me to even worry about collecting. Good deal, Nick. A lot of burners started drinking that rum after New Orleans for sure. I should have bought some stock in the company before I told you all about it.
You should have bought some stock before New Orleans.
Yeah, no doubt. George, how you doing with yours, buddy? What you thinking? It's just like an effortless draw. You barely draw when your mouth is full of smoke. I had to slow down because I was trying to get all these flavor notes. I started smoking mine too fast. And I could feel the heat off the cigar in my hand. I'm like, okay, I got to slow down. I got to let it do its thing. But all in all, man, it's great. Like I said, my first worries was it was going to be the same cigar as the last Atlantic, but it is not. It's
Definitely
two totally different cigars.
So far, I'd probably put it as my number 2 behind the Atlantic.
Okay. Yeah, the Atlantic was up there. Atlantic's a good one. So I just rinsed my palate out with some water, so I'm going to go in again. Okay, so Jeremy's getting a little burn waiver. I mean, but as you see, I mean, I don't have no burn waiver.
Mine did too. It's still burning more on one side than it has the other.
Maybe it's just because I know how to light a box press.
Could be.
Could be. Oki's a box press virgin. All right, I got a clean palette now, a little water rinse. The retro is very, very creamy now. There was not even a slight tingle of any spice anymore. Definitely cocoa cream for sure, George. I just got the same thing. I mean, y'all are calling it hay and oak, but my brain is telling me cedar. So I just don't know if that's how I'm interpreting it different, but I'm not getting any kind of hay. I'm getting more of a woody flavor out of mine than a hay and oak. Well, you're saying oak, so I mean, the oak could be your wood taste. But definitely, I think cedar for me. Or maybe not even cedar, more like even a more mellow wood is like a pecan wood that you would smoke with pecan.
I had thoughts of pecan earlier, but I think for me, cedar does capture it more.
Peter, as of last month's the Atlantic, this is a totally different flavor profile. This is straight chocolate. This is a little cedar. This is a little pepper, and then it's a little cinnamon. This is a completely different beast than the Atlantic. And this is a 6x60. That was a 5x52, am I remembering right? 5x52 box. Very creamy. No more burn on the retro for me. The retro is completely
Very
creamy,
smooth.
chocolate, cocoa-y.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dave. It's got a little bit of a. I've got some bread in the background of it too.
Yeah, see, I just got a lot of cedar. I held the smoke in my mouth and actually tasted the smoke a lot that time. It's very creamy, creamy cedar now. And I'm about probably almost the halfway mark of the cigar now. Almost half, I would say.
See, Oki's ash dropped and hit one back to cedar.
Okay,
So, that might be-
so you're back where I'm at then. I'm back cedar, powder forward, cocoa powder forward, grassy. So it's pretty cool. I mean, we got 5 or 6 of us smoking again, and we're pretty much, I would say, right on with the flavors of what we're getting out of it. So it's real easy to pick out the flavors of this, of what you're smoking. Earthy something. Yeah, George, I get that. What's up, Skate? Definitely earthy for sure, man. And I find the cedar really pleasant. It's not like a charred. It's not
No.
like definitely
Everything's smooth.
definitely not like how you would pick up cedar in a bourbon, where it would be more
Right.
of a charred cedar because of the barrel process. It's just a smooth.
Said everything's been really great complementary background notes. You got chocolate, and then you just taste all these little things with it.
Okay, I don't think you're going to get more intensity out of it. Last time I talked to Billy, he said they've kind of figured out. I mean, the more powerful cigars don't hold a lot of the different flavor notes, so they're kind of tapering back and giving you more flavorful of a cigar than just a strong punch of a cigar. So he said they've kind of learned that during the process. So I think a lot of the Vivas moving forward, we're going to have this complexity where you're getting a lot of flavors as opposed to 1 or 2 the whole cigar. George has an ash in. Oh wow, you should have a damn good ash by now, George.
Yeah.
All right, no problem, Barber. I knew you had your Herf, man. Go have fun.
You know, some people were saying that.
Yeah, Nick the Jester did do that.
And I was reading Billy's profile again, and he said he talks a lot about hazelnut.
Hazelnut, okay.
So that would fit right into the Nutella.
And like
Chocolate,
like Oki said earlier, the best way to explain it, it's baking spices, not cooking spices. It's all the things you would find in baking a cake or cookies. It's those type of spices.
Yeah, where it's at right now, if you could make a cookie out of that, it would be.
Dude, that would be
the bomb.
There is a cookie like that. It would be a snickerdoodle.
That's exactly what I was
This
thinking.
is a snickerdoodle. Shake and bake. We just come best friends. Best friends,
Best
guys.
friends.
We both thought of snickerdoodle.
That's because we don't sit 6 foot apart. We have the same virus.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely comparable to the Jester, the spice-wise, but I think it's way more complex and you got way more flavors going on than the Jester did. Ah, I got you, Jeremy. Yeah, he's meaning a stronger. Yeah, keep the profile the same. Oki would like to see this flavor profile on a smaller ring gauge, so it's more of an intense flavor.
Yeah.
I understand that. I got you. And I know Oki normally likes the smaller ring gauges anyway. And I agree, you'll get more powerful
Oki
flavor
likes the little
notes.
ones.
Well, he's used to having a little one, so it's what he's used to holding. Got you. Now I understand, Okie. Yeah, Jeremy, he hit the nail on the head. So you want it identical, just maybe like a Corona size or something. And I hate you're sick, Okie, because you're missing out on retro hell, man. Okay, I'm at the halfway mark, and to me, the spice is back on the retro. My eyes actually watered on that retro, so definitely getting spice back.
No, Amy, we're not sitting 6 feet apart. I told you earlier. Figure if he's got it, I've got it.
Yeah, I mean, we were all in New Orleans together. Not one single barrel burner that was in New Orleans 2 weekends ago has.
There was a bunch of us.
We've 40, 50 barrel burners in New Orleans, and not one of us sick. And
plus family and friends.
Tomorrow is our 2-week window, so if you don't have a symptom by tomorrow, then you caught it somewhere else, not in New Orleans. Like all the guys said, probably all the alcohol we drank killed the corona. But no, we're not 5 foot apart. But we did eat a good lunch, guys. We had sausage on the barbecue pit. We had pork chops on the barbecue pit. We had boudin on the barbecue pit. The wife cooked black-eyed peas, baked beans, pasta salad. So we ate like kings, man. And we had about an hour rest in between. We watched Brian and them stream, and I didn't have a single cigar yet today because I wanted to have nothing. Yeah, it's still cinnamon. It's definitely burning again on my retro.
Casey made an incredible barbecue sauce, a homemade barbecue sauce that, man, I was dipping that pork chop in there. And for those that can't hear, and thank God you can't, Jason's stomach over here is going.
No, I'm saving that for later.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick, I'm not the baking expert like you. I don't know the nutmeg and the ingredients. My wife makes me the snickerdoodles because I like them. I just eat them. But I do love a good snickerdoodle.
But Jersey's coming up. I think Nick should have us some snickerdoodles.
Let me tell you what, Scape. I eat barbecue sauce on everything. That's what I was telling James when he got here. And I was disappointed to go in my refrigerator and see I ran out. So my wife found some kind of recipe for homemade barbecue sauce online, and she made it. And let me tell you, it was amazing. It was sweet and it was tangy. And now I'm like, you're just going to make this all the time. I'm not ever buying barbecue sauce again. The barbecue sauce was amazing. I was putting pork chops in it. I was putting sausage in it. I was licking the plate clean. That was a damn good barbecue sauce. Well, David, I sent you an invite for the barbecue in the day, but you never showed up, man. We couldn't wait. The show must go on. I'm with you everywhere but grass. I have not picked out any grass. I'm picking out cedar instead of grass.
Okay, I'm back to, I just got a flavor change.
Now I'm getting that messed up burn.
And it's starting to...
Now I've got it. Now
canoeing a little bit.
Yep, now I've got y'all's burn you guys had a while ago.
Because he knows how to light a box press. Now I'm starting to get that that fruity, more of a...
I need to do that, Dan. I'll bundle that up and we'll sell it with the logo on there and I'll mail it to you guys. I'm telling you, it's badass. And I'm a barbecue sauce guy because this time of the year, either my grill or my smoker is going every weekend. So it'll be plenty of swimming and cooking. So I'm going to get her to make some bigger batches of that for sure.
Susan's special sauce.
And it was a happy accident because she didn't even have all the ingredients it called for. So she kind of strayed off from the recipe and did it her own. But it was pretty legit, man. I'm not going to lie. She thought we were lying, but we were out here talking well after we ate about the barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
So it was some damn good barbecue sauce. See, I guess it's just me, guys, because last time we smoked a Viva, all you guys got green pepper. I never got it. You're getting grass. I'm not getting it. So Yeah, George. I mean, I'm sure me and James will throw down and smoke a few more after this live goes off, but I didn't want a single cigar today. He had brought one originally to smoke while he watched Brian and Okie, but he changed his mind.
I had brought the Tim Montana.
The same one. Yeah, I'm the same, Dan. I'll see what I can do. She may not be gung-ho to make me a big pot of it, but I get a few mason jars and fill it up and share the wealth.
Look for it in the burner store.
Look for it in the Club 50 store. Something that good has to be earned. I mean, I'm just saying, that's some good barbecue sauce. All right, I fixed my burn. The ash is still trucking along. Got a good ash going.
Nice white, stacks really nice.
I just can't believe the smoke output of this thing.
Oh, it's
See, I'm getting
a lot of smoke.
It's like I'm getting, to me, the cedar is taking over again. I'm getting more cedar than chocolate. And all you guys getting grass. Are you getting grass on the retro hill, or are you getting grass on the regular, the draw? Just curious. Have you got grass? Or is yours more cedary?
Mine was hay in the beginning, but not grass. I've not really got the green grass taste of it.
Oh wow, George, take a picture of that ash, man. I'm curious to see what your cigar is looking like. George is not ashed yet, and I'm about to ash my second time. James has done ash twice.
Just ashed my second one.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's probably why you're still getting all the original flavors. The earthy, I guess it's the way I process things. When I go earthy, I normally, I think of the wood flavors as opposed to the earthy flowers and grass. I just, my brain goes towards, because I'm used to smoking and grilling. When I think earth, I'm thinking more along the lines of the wood. Grass on the retro. All right, let me try that. Smoky Pete, I know you're in here and you're wanting a retro hill, buddy. You're about to get one. I got cinnamon on the retro with no burn. I'm not getting the grass. My palate may not be as advanced as all you pros, is what it could be. Don't tap that ash, George. Test the limits, brother. Let's see what you can do here. Tap the ash. Retro, baby. I knew Sneaky Pete was in here being sneaky.
Yeah, that retro's starting to burn just a little bit again.
I know it mellowed off where it was nothing but creamy retro, and now it's reverted back to a slight tingle, but it's not a pepper tingle. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say it's cinnamon. Yeah, definitely snickerdoodle. That's what we come up with a while ago. And your snickerdoodle is your cinnamon on top. That's your cinnamon.
And nutmeg.
Thank you, Nikki Noodles.
Me and Nikki, we're like twins.
You're twinsies. You're noodlies.
We're noodle buddies.
All in all, man, I'm telling you that Billy didn't lie. All he could tell me, he said, Jason, it's like smoking a chocolate bar. And I know I told you guys 100 times. I was like, no way it's going to be a chocolate bar, because it's completely unlike any other Viva.
Yeah,
they're not chocolate bars. Viva is a strong cigar with peppers and spices.
If you've smoked the other three blends, this is nothing like it.
Good deal, George. So his ash fell off. Retro will kill the COVID-19.
This is why no burners got it.
That's why no cigar smokers are sick. That's why I told somebody the other day that virus popped into our body and was like, oh, hell no, this body isn't going to hold up long enough for me to take over, and then it leaves because all the booze and smoke we put in us, virus don't want to stick around.
We're probably like I Am Legend, and the cure is inside of us.
Yes, we're the cure. Cigars is the cure, guys. Oh, George wasn't lying. He had a good ash going. I just seen your picture, George. Damn good ash. Got his,
good picture,
all
too.
of his patches. Yeah, make sure that picture gets on Instagram, George, with the
Absolutely.
ashtray and all your patches. That was a
Billy will
good
like
picture.
that one.
So where's Sad Dave at? Retro's turning nutmeg. What you thinking, Sad Dave? I ain't seen Brian comment in a while. You still around, Brian? Alcohol blind content, got it. Yeah. The cure to COVID-19 is bamboo rum. That kills it, evidently.
Or Bunnahabhain. I had quite a bit of it.
I mean, when you drink a bar out of all their rum and they got to go get more rum. Tosh, what's up, Tosh?
Bunnahabhain.
Boomahaven. Say that 3 times fast. And you lucked out, guys. We did not think we were going to do a March live because we were in New Orleans, but it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I agree. That fan a little bit.
Smoking and enjoying. So what you think, Brian? You've been the quietest of all of us smoking this cigar. What are you thinking, man? Well, then the sugar kills it, okay?
I'm getting a strong taste of chocolate coming back, like in that first half inch. Definitely another big hit for Viva. Definitely be in line when these come out to buy a box.
Yeah, and the good thing is, unlike Atlantic, where that shipment they got was pretty much going to be it, this is going to be a constant staple in the lineup. So you may not be able to get a hold of them when they first come out because everybody's going to jump on it, but they will be readily available, like all the others, like the Jester. So this is going to be another regular Earth and Nutmeg. I get it, man. I mean, the consensus is pretty much the same. I mean, I'm with you everywhere. I just can't pull out the grassiness, and that's okay because I've got enough flavor notes that's the same as you guys, or I know I'm at least not full of shit.
For me, it's going back to the start again. More chocolate, and on the retro, that cayenne pepper is starting to come back out.
Looks like we're gonna have a nice second Herf in a minute.
Looks like it.
Man, that's a good cigar. It's all, I can just sit back and stare at it now when I smoke. Yeah, I've ashed twice already. George has ashed once. I know James has ashed twice here. Definitely a pleasant surprise, man, because all I could think about is it's going to be the same as Atlantic because it's a box press, but definitely not the same flavor profile. I thought the Atlantic cigar to be a better version of the Jester. I found it similar to the Jester, just a way better flavor profile. Yeah, George, the retro of this cigar, normally when I smoke a cigar, I may retro 3 to 4 times the whole cigar. I normally do like a quarter, mid, and towards the end, but I find myself, I'm retroing this more than any cigar. Chocolate was dominant at the very beginning for me, Okie, and then I turned more cedar and more cinnamony. And maybe because that's the favorite names of my strippers is cedar and cinnamon. I mean, yeah, the chocolate definitely helps complement because the chocolate has never left the cigar. The chocolate has always been there throughout the cigar for me. But There's some presidents where the chocolate's the most, and then it kind of mellows out. It's a constant. It's a good shift of flavors throughout the cigar, but it's always constant with the same flavors, if that makes sense. They're always there together, but one may be stronger at different times than the other.
Yeah, earlier we talked about this being a good dessert cigar. This is one of those great end of the day cigars that you pick up. You know you're going to get excellent flavors. Don't really have to think about it. Nice flavor profile, nice taste, great smoke, and you can just enjoy it.
I would like it with a cup of hot chocolate in the mornings.
Yeah.
This is definitely a must. I'm going to have to smoke with hot chocolate and a good coffee in the mornings. This, even though it's a stronger wrapper than I do for the mornings, I think this would be a damn good morning cigar.
Well, Billy put it as a medium cigar.
Dion, I mean, Okie doesn't smoke big green gauges either, and he doesn't smoke box presses. So if this cigar went over Okie, I think you may want to try it, Dion. No, this is only going to be in the 660 box press. This is this cigar. So this is the only way to get this one. I find myself smoking it faster than I need to constantly.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop. I want to keep trying the flavors out, and the cigar is heating up, so I got to bail off. Smoke this with Jameson Cask-Made Stout.
Might be a good pairing there.
Yeah, Dion, I mean, I'm not going to steer you wrong. Like I said, Okie will tell you he doesn't like big ring gauges or a box press, but I'm pretty sure Okie wouldn't mind having more of this cigar. You feel froggy, you jump. I mean, I can tell you enough of it now. I'll be getting a box when they first release.
Absolutely.
There's too many Viva fans in the group, and I find myself trading and gifting anyway. So a 5-pack does not go nowhere in the Barrel Burners community. Oh, George, okay. A&W root beer. Or a good cream soda. Yeah, that's all you need to do, Oliver. You just message Okie after it's done and get his honest opinion, which he's going to give it in here. No, I mean, it's totally different than any other Viva. This cigar has a place and time it should be smoked. Like you said earlier, this would be a dessert cigar, or I think it would be a good morning cigar because it's not too overpowering in the morning with your coffee. This almost could be like a Connecticut.
Yeah, George talking about it with the root beer. I'm thinking go old school sarsaparilla. It's got a little bit more of a ting to it.
Jeremy, so it hasn't won you over. Are you liking the Atlantic better than this one so far? Because to me, this one's better than the Atlantic. And the Atlantic was good. Yeah, cream soda would be killer. Get an old Yoo-Hoo, man. Go old school. Get a Yoo-Hoo. That's what you need. I almost bought one for today to have in here for this. I like the fact that it's like every time I smoke a new Viva, they've completely changed the flavor. So they're not selling you the same cigar, the same flavor across all sizes. So they've changed up the flavor profile each time on us. The Jester was different. This is different. The Atlantic was different. They're all a different smoke.
Yeah, Jeremy, I said I would probably put this below the Atlantic.
Yeah, he said it too. He said Atlantic would be his number one, followed by this one, and then the regular Vivas.
But like you said, there's a time and place.
Right.
And so...
It's how your mood strikes. There may
Right.
be times I'll reach in there and I'm going to grab a regular Viva because that's what I'm craving. But this will also be in my humidor for the right time, right place. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a root beer fan, so I'll have to grab the Yoo-Hoo instead. I can't stomach root beer. Can't even eat root beer candy. As a kid, I would get a piece of candy and root beer, immediately spit that out. Like, hell no. And I live in the South and I don't drink tea. I know it's bad, but I had a bad habit as a kid of drinking water straight out of the refrigerator, out of the water jug, and my mama threatened me. One day she filled it up with tea, and I took the biggest sip in the world, and it was tea. Never again did I drink out of the jugs in the refrigerator.
I grew up opposite of that. We always had 2 big gallon teas in the refrigerator at all times, so
I haven't got
no water.
I haven't got the single flaky ash yet, Okie. I've got good solid white ash.
Yep.
I mean, the ash looks like I could just grab it and set it off without it breaking. I mean, it's a good thick ash. Matter of fact, both of my ashes in my ashtray are solid.
But when you touch them...
Yeah, they crumble when you touch them.
Yeah.
But they're solid until you mess with them. Yeah, I would say I'm good. I'm exactly at the halfway point. Birch beer for Barry. Noodles, you still in here, Nick? What you thinking, brother? Who you daring? What we do?
I don't know.
That was random. I'm with you, George. I think this is a good, flavorful cigar. Of course, I'm going to have to smoke 1 or 2 more because I've smoked a lot of the Atlantic already, and I know the Atlantic's good. And you know, I can never tell you from smoking one cigar if I truly like it. I can tell you now, I'm really, really enjoying this cigar.
Definitely.
It definitely makes me want to buy more of them for sure. The Atlantic, like I said, I'm probably already had a box of those things already. I don't think I've touched a regular Viva since the Atlantic's come out.
Oh, he's daring you to grab the ash.
Man, I'll have to grab. Oh, yeah. There, I grabbed it. I always get in trouble with my wife when I grab other ashes, so I better stop. She's probably watching. Smoke output's still there. It's never kind of smoking like a big angry choo-choo train, like on Waterboy. You sound like a big angry choo-choo. Dark bread crust. Almost like the top of a bread pudding when they sear it.
I got that.
Kind of heat it up. Yeah, whatever they've done to the cigar, the flavors do linger on your palate. Even after you put the cigar down, a minute later, when you go to take another puff, you still have the taste. I'm still having the snickerdoodle.
Yeah.
Just like I just ate a cookie and the flavor's still in my mouth. Over here. That's also what she said, Okie. Just stays right there on the palate. I also wonder if it's your temperatures where you're at while you're getting the flaky ash. I mean, we're very humid here. I haven't had any ash problem whatsoever.
And it was funny because when Oki came down for NOLA, he
Yeah.
smoked when he got there, and that was one of the first things he mentioned. how the cigar was different down
Yeah.
here because of the extra humidity.
You know, there's been days I left a cigar sitting around outside all day because I'd get busy doing something. You light it up and it's perfect, man.
Yeah.
There's the humidity down here. I mean, there's times it's like you don't even need a humidor. You walk in my house and it's perfect. Shit, there's times I have to open my humidor and leave it open a while because it's better humidity around it than in it. Yeah, I guess Nick left. He must have got busy. I ain't seen him comment in a while. Vegetal sweetness. That was Oki's name in high school. Vegetal sweetness. I definitely can pick up the bread. I mean, I can see where you're coming up with the bread. Definitely no denying that. I still, like I said, the grass has still got me. I have a simple brain. I pick out the simple flavors.
Simple Jack over here.
Yeah. This cigar makes me happy. Flaky ash for David too. So all the northern guys are getting flaky ash. All of us hot, humid people are.
30% humidity.
Yes. 30% humidity. I guarantee you, we're rolling a good 75% sitting outside right now. We're out in the garage. The garage door is open. We're seeing a nice breeze go by. It's very humid out here. Like I said, I mean, I've never had a problem with burn. That's all right, David. We're just here to kind of tell you our first impressions and let you know if you wanna get it or not, man. Sad Dave, you haven't. This whole cigar had any cinnamon or snickerdoodle flavor with your palate?
It must be the
Because to me,
Canada.
that's all it is. I mean, it's chocolate and snickerdoodle.
Canada probably doesn't have snickerdoodle. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Hey, does it taste like bacon? Maple syrup? What are you getting, David? You getting maple syrup? I wish it was a good storm going on right here, man, because we are in this garage and it'd be so peaceful to sit here and light up another stogie after this live and be a nice relaxing evening for sure. Wife thought she was going to swim today, but it's kind of cloudy all day, so the pool didn't really warm up. Oh, wow, okay. What do you run your humidors at, humidity-wise, Okie, Jeremy, and Sad Dave? I'm a firm 70-70 guy. I keep my temperature and my humidity all at 70 in all my humidors. Yeah, it changed. To me, Okie, it changed quarter, half, and three-quarter. I've got 3 change shifts already, and that's how I like my cigar. I don't like one constant.
Yeah.
I like a change-up. I never like a cigar that stays the same the whole time. I get bored with it. That's just what works for me. The 70-70 rule works well for me in Louisiana. I don't have any kind of burn problems. Oh shit, tornado watch, that ain't good. Okay, so Jeremy rolls 69. That's one of my favorite numbers too, but I'm an overachiever. I always give them the 70. Leave them wanting more. I need to go to Jeremy's house and dig through his comic books. Okay, so Okie runs 65 temp, 66 to 70. So Okie likes his a little more dry. David, so we're about the same. Okay, Hoffman likes 70-70 in Illinois. Damn, Chris, you're running 79 degrees with 72 humidity. Where are you at, buddy? I'm scared to run 79 Louisiana. Before I know it, I'll be pushing in the 80s and I'll get beetles.
Quickly.
Yeah, it'll get away from me too much if I run 75. I did run 72 for a little while. Yeah, I get you, Brian. You got to keep yours human.
Missed by
Okay,
70,
okay,
71.
okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
You had me worried there for a minute. I wouldn't want to get no Beatles forming here. I got you, Chris. Typo. Okay. Because I'd never seen nobody run 79 temp. 75 temp was probably one of the most I've ever seen somebody run. I've dabbled with the different humidities. I've done 65 all the way to 72 humidity. And to me, the 70 is the perfect for me.
I try to keep mine 69, 70. Right now, I think it's running 71.
Yeah.
So anywhere in there.
Too much humidity, and I can't get them to burn good here. And not enough humidity, and they burn too fast, and I get horrible burns the whole time. So I find here in Louisiana, where it's always hot and humid, even in the wintertime, 70 is my secret number. And my mind pretty much stays steady. Danny, this is a damn good smoke, man.
Double O.
We got some thinking that the Atlantic box press is better. I'm saying it's just as good, if not better, but I need to smoke it more because I've smoked a lot of the Atlantic. And Oki knows stuff I don't even pay attention to.
Yeah.
He's telling me smoke color, and I don't even look at that. I can just tell you it's still puffing a lot of smoke. I'm getting burned again on the retro hill. Slight tingle. Cinnamon's kind of picked back up. And if you're just coming in, like the spices we have been talking about this whole cigar, it's not like peppery cooking spices. It's more like baking sweet spices, kind of. Danny, how was swimming, man? Did you get in the pool?
Yeah, getting into these last few inches, cinnamon's starting to pick up more.
Cinnamon has definitely kicked up more.
I can feel it in my mouth a little bit down further to my throat.
I'm not even going to do it. That's what she said.
Oh,
they're killing the meme room right now, guys.
Yeah.
I just had to show James a couple memes that were posted. It's getting ridiculous in there. Look, you think I could DM much?
holy crap.
Pool was excellent. Yeah, my son got in ours yesterday. A lot of bread on the back, still no pepper on the retro, just creamy. Okay. I definitely can get the bread with you. It's more like a undercrown shady. Lots of smoke production. Yeah, the shady did have a lot.
You know, Billy put in his that it's pretzel.
Pretzel. Billy compared it to pretzel. Okay.
But I've got the dark bread, you know, kind of like a dark crust. Haven't really gotten into the pretzel.
Danny, it's definitely a medium, man. It's not a strong cigar. Now I would say it's full bodied with flavor.
Yeah.
But definitely not a strong cigar. I mean, I think it'd be a good. Oki said before you came in, it's a good dessert cigar. I think it'd be a good dessert or a good coffee cigar, but medium, I think, would sum up this. Definitely unlike all the original Vivas where they were a more full-body cigar. This is definitely, yep, and you beat me to it, Oki, the lightest Viva yet, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
This is like you go in your kitchen and make your wife bake you something. It's like all the ingredients for bacon is in this cigar. You got chocolate, nutmeg, you got cinnamon, you got bread. You know, in the pretzel, you mentioned a while ago, I know when I go to events or Annie Ann's pretzel, I like getting the cinnamon pretzel. You get that doughy pretzel, but the cinnamon on top. So that could be something like this. But yeah, definitely a good mild cigar, Danny. If you're expecting a heavy hitting cigar like the other Vivas. This is not it, but this is also packed with a lot more flavors than all the original Vivas had. Totally different characteristic than a Viva for sure. And I keep rinsing out my palate, coming back to see what's going on, but
And even with the coffee,
it stays pretty much the same.
it pairs well, but it's not like it's pulling anything different with it.
Oh. Yeah, it's not bringing it. Well, I'm not having coffee,
Yeah.
but all the characteristics stay the same. So it looks like a cigar that you can drink with any of your favorite drinks, and it's not going to change the cigar one bit. You're going to keep the same qualities of the cigar going. Yeah, I wish I had a piece of chocolate cake or some pie or some bread pudding here to eat with it.
That would be perfect. Like the good Jack Daniels bread pudding.
Oh, yeah. A good bread pudding with a scoop of ice cream that's melting all over because the bread pudding's so hot. Yeah, the first thing I do when I get a box of one of these, I'm going to have it with coffee in the morning. Nutella, hazelnut, nutmeg with other spices on Herf. Yeah, we're pretty much the same. I mean, we may vary one word or another on how we're describing the taste, but overall it's pretty much the same. It's like any of your favorite cookies or cake or pies you can think of right now. It's got something in it that'll make you think of that.
Yeah, because a good pecan pie, I think would have brought, when we talked about the cedar.
Oh, I should have got the
Look,
pecan
pecan.
pie bourbon out. Yeah, all in all, it's been a good smoke. Definitely a pleasant surprise to be unlike all the other Vivas we've had. And definitely happy it wasn't the same as the Atlantic. I'm glad they went. It would have been so easy for them to say, oh, we already have this. Let's just make a bigger box press and put it out. But they didn't. They gave you a whole new cigar for a box press instead of doing what a lot of manufacturers do and just making a bigger box press of the same flavor profile they already have. So they did good. They gave Atlantic their own Viva that's unlike any other Viva up until now, and then they gave you this new box press that's unlike any other Viva and unlike the last Atlantic box press. So kudos to Billy again. Construction was well, man. Like I said, it was just enough oil on the wrapper to make it smooth. No big ugly veins anywhere.
No.
It's got the nice veins in it. It's rolled right. I mean, it's definitely
Yeah, construction's really great.
a well made. And the tip's not collapsing on me.
You know, I noticed that too. It's a good. Mine's still
Right.
nice and firm.
Yeah, it's still as hard as when I cut it.
Yeah, we've been smoking it for over an hour, and
Yeah, we're an
Not
hour and
collapsing.
15 minutes into this live right now, and a lot of times you'll get soft, spongy tips from being in your mouth, and it's not that case at all. I could probably turn around now and crown cut mine, and it wouldn't even collapse.
got a little bit of canoeing going on again.
I'm with you, Oki. I'm not big on eating after dessert, but I do think this will be a damn good morning cigar for me. On one of my lives or when I'm home, just relaxing, a nice hot chocolate or a good coffee. I've had to touch mine up twice, Jeremy, so I have not had a lot of burn touch-ups. I haven't had that problem. And really, I only needed to touch mine up one time because it got pretty out of whack. But the other time, I just did it out of just a habit because I seen a little spot I wanted to fix. Haha, you're funny because you fat. But yeah, Oki, you're probably right. A real strong beverage will kind of wash this one out because it's not a real strong cigar. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards hot chocolate over a coffee because I drank real strong coffee.
But this is, what I'm drinking is real strong. I brewed it yesterday. It's sitting in the refrigerator all day.
And they normally get stronger when they sit.
And it's ice. I've had it in here, and it hasn't washed out the flavor at all.
Well, there you go. He's drinking a strong iced coffee right now, and he's still keeping true to the flavors of the cigar. It's just, it was too hot. I was originally going to bring a coffee out here at midday. It's just too fucking hot for me to have a coffee. A blonde roast coffee, maybe a little cream or milk. Then it's not. Then it's not.
Milk.
Then it's not coffee no more. If you put cream and milk in coffee, it's not coffee no more.
Come on, cuz, you're killing me.
Man card revoked. I'm definitely going to put that to the test when I get my hands on more, okay?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it and a Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, Yoo-hoo, man. I definitely want a Yoo-hoo. Shake that thing up real good, open it up, ice cold with this cigar. Definitely a Yoo-hoo. Howie's too drunk. When is that not the case? Yeah, and I'm just now almost to my fingers with my burn. Definitely has not tried to go out on me. It's burned good.
No,
a lot of
I
smoke.
haven't had to think about a relight at all.
I mean, look how red it is throughout.
Yeah,
I mean, it's lit good.
times. You can still see the nice.
Yeah, Okie
burn.
wants French vanilla creamer. I agree. All the armpit hair. Yeah, George, you still got the band on, I see, man. All right, I'm about to retro now that I'm back to the final third now. Let's see if I still got some.
I've been retroing throughout. Starting to calm down a little bit. Still get a little bit of a burn, but not as much as I did at that. But when the second, third, and down to about the last third.
I got a lot of bread on the retro now.
Yeah.
A lot of bread on the retro hill. Yeah, I don't know who that Double O Danny is. I never heard of her. George All Special. He's our last sub today, so his name's all on the screen here. Harris G68 with the follow today. Thank you, brother. You've only been a barrel burner for a year. He's the goat. Minus the A. He ain't even a full goat. Damn, Jeremy. Yeah, you're slow. You and George are slow smokers today. Which, yeah, we were already lit up, though, Jeremy, when you came in. Hear my wife in the yard hollering at somebody. I think this one's going to go over because a lot of people that don't like the stronger cigars, they kind of strayed away from the Vivas after they have one. But I think this will come in and corner that market.
I agree.
Where those guys that like the medium body cigars are going to really love this one where they didn't like the original Vivas. There's a lot of us that love Vivas, and we do have a few club members that don't like the Vivas at all, and they look at me like I'm crazy because I do smoke a Viva weekly. They're always in my rotation. Yeah, Tater's the only goat. Anybody else is imitation. Do you know what I am? You're the Woody Show. Come at me, bro. Socially distant. I understand, Jeremy. I smoke fast regardless. I'm legitimately one of those one puffs a minute or less.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't let a cigar sit long.
And really, for as big as this was, being an hour and 20 minutes in, I mean, I figured it'd be a solid 2-hour smoke.
I thought too, being a 6x60, I was
Yeah.
like, that's gonna be an hour and a half, 2 hour smoke, closer to the 2 hour mark. I mean, I'll hour and 45 minutes. I'd be shocked if I get another 20 minutes out of the cigar, considering I'm here already. I mean, I'm almost to needing a nubber.
Yeah.
I mean,
Looking for a toothpick.
I might have James hold mine for me so I don't burn my hand when it gets a little closer. Susanisms. Oh yeah, he started writing down all the barrel burners quotes this week. We'll have that book published for long. Well, I think we done got 100 pages filled by now.
Yeah, as we were coming up with them, I was copying them, putting them over.
Yeah.
And there were 6 pages.
Who the F are you? Yeah. Chapo, what's up, man? You catching us at the end. We're smoking the new Viva today, pre-release 6x60. Thank you for coming by. Y'all just suck hardest. I was breastfed. I mean, it's a habit. I'm getting more cedar than chocolate towards the end now. Definitely getting the breadiness everybody was talking to about. And I don't know if I don't know if I want to call it like a breadiness or like a fresh pound cake out of the oven. You know how that texture, it don't taste like bread, but it's like I don't know, the smoke is just like a spongy kind of like.
Well, I can say now, I can see the pretzel in it
Pretzel?
with the
Yes, sir, you finally caught
nice
one.
hard bake.
Yeah, I know Germany's rough on you, but you caught us today, man. We appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I could see the pretzel. Not like a salty pretzel, though. Just the texture of the
A
pretzel.
good German pretzel.
There you go. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Because unless you've had a good German pretzel, you haven't had a pretzel yet.
A schnitzel?
Pretzel schnitzel.
But I mean, I'm happy with it, that it was different than any other Viva. So it's not like anyone you've smoked. It's a definitely medium body, which we've all agreed on. Definitely not full body. Full with flavor, but not full with strength. A dessert stick or a good morning stick. Or maybe that nightcap stick where you don't want to kind of be jonesing and energetic when you're done smoking. That relax before bedtime smoke where you just unwind and go to bed. Rye bread, okay, that's more.
Oh, he's rye bread about everything,
Yeah.
though.
He likes to rub it the rye way. Yeah, about ever fourth through the cigar, it's the same flavors, but a different one takes over. You can still kind of pick out all your flavors, like we said earlier. It's well done, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a good transition where you get all the flavors and then they just start kind of bringing themselves to the forefront.
Right.
Everything else still stays complementary, then something else comes in.
One may outpower the other one, but you still get hints of the other one throughout. No nicotine kick from it whatsoever. It's a good, pleasant smoke. Like I said, if you want this is for your nightcap, you got an hour to kill, you want to relax before bed, you would be able to go straight to bed after this one, no problem. Definitely not one of them ones that'll make your head spin from nicotine, for sure. It's got a good balance. Yep, George, exactly. Flavor change throughout.
And that's good. The only time I want a cigar that doesn't have a lot of flavor change is if I'm golfing.
Correct.
Just give me something that kind of stays true. I'll smoke it when I'm golfing. Don't have to think about it.
Chapo, this is the new pre-release Viva La Vida. This is the 6x60 box press that'll be coming out from Viva. So this one isn't out yet, but hopefully next month, if everything opens back up and things are able to ship, this one will be hitting all the stores. Damn, Oki's relit his twice. Not having that problem, brother.
At all.
For sure,
Like I
man.
said, I can still see the red right at the burn line.
I have not had to fight this cigar one time. It's smoking a lot.
And we have a fan going.
Yeah, we have a fan right beside us blowing our smoke away. I had to turn it off just to light, but after that, I mean, we've been rocking and rolling with a fan right next to us. No relights for me. And like I said, effortless. The smallest puff gives you the most smoke output. When I V-cut it, he's getting the same smoke output on a punch.
Yeah, it's a perfect draw. You're not fighting it. You don't think that you're... I mean, I've had some that are so loose.
Oh, we've all had some that were so loose. But is that our fault or her fault? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, George. It's got to be the humidity. Because, I mean, you got to think, when you live somewhere like Oki, and you're taking a cigar out of that acclimated 70% humidity, and you're immediately lighting it and trying to smoke it where you're 30% humidity less, it's got to be something to do with humidity.
But
Dave's in Canada
same thing.
practically.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he said it was like 88% humidity there. I don't know.
the wrapper on this again was a
Habano
Obscuro.
Obscuro, yeah.
No, Chapo, not strong at all, man. It's full of chocolate, nutmeg, cinnamon, cedar. Some of the guys are getting like earthiness tones like grass. It's a very, very, very mild smoke. Yeah, I don't have no wrapper split either, Oki. That's got to be humidity,
that's the other.
man.
Yeah,
And Jeremy, I've had the smoke output, but like I said, I've touched mine up twice and it only needed it once. So I'm not getting the burn problems as you guys up north, for sure. I mean, you can see mine's still pretty much symmetric with the burn. And that's after 3 or 4 ashes already. Oki's probably had to stick about a week, I would think. Yeah, I've been in the humidor since Monday, so almost a week. And it went straight from my humidor to him, and I melted with humidity packs. So, and I know he stores his cigars right, so I mean, it could be just the initial shock of the humidity change. I mean, you're talking an hour and 30 minutes in. I mean, humidity can play a key in an hour and 30 minutes. But yeah, here we're not having no burn. I mean, I look over at James's cigar, and I mean, he's right on with me. He's touched his up a couple more times than I have, but like I said, I only have one bad burn I had to fix. Other than that, I just did it because it's kind of like a nervous tick. If I see a little burn difference, I mean, it would have probably corrected itself. And they're all handmade too, Jeremy. Everyone smokes different. Everyone burns different. We're talking about handmade things here. I mean,
for our pleasure.
Yeah, for our pleasure.
Hand rolled for our pleasure.
Yeah, George has been getting damn good ash, man. He almost got halfway before he ashed the first time. Sad Dave's getting a lot of grass and bread. I'm definitely getting the bread. Like I said, the bad burn of the pepper was only the initial light first quarter. Then it's just been just a pleasant like cinnamon tingle after that. starting to burn my fingers a little bit
Yeah.
because I'm running out of room. But yeah, all in all, I can't wait to smoke another one just to kind of see if it's going to hold up. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much same going on. But that's what any box. I mean, I could buy a box of cigars and 8 of the 10 are going to burn good and 2 is going to give me hell. I mean, it is what it is.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's
That
World.
could be.
Wayne's World.
We had to add that to movies.
Told you Biodome too, man. And that other one that he played in, Martin Short, where the farm, where he's on the farm. He was dating the farmer's daughter he moved in.
Oh,
Son-in-law or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That one was funny. But
I
Biodome.
think you're giving me a semi.
Yeah, Biodome sticks in my head. It's a dome within a dome. Wayne's World, Wayne's World. One of the few Saturday Night Live skits that made a good movie. A lot of them fizzled out. Night at the Roxbury. Hello, Benny. How you doing, Benny? Benny and the Jets. Benny. All right, yeah, guys. If you're just popping in, we're an hour and 33 minutes into smoking this new Viva. This is the new pre-release 6x60 box press that'll be coming out. Unlike any other Viva out there, totally different flavor profile. You done tapped out, huh?
I got mine down to where it was.
He was burning his fingers too much.
So. But final thoughts, it was had a good flavor profile throughout. All the flavors that it had, definitely what I like in a cigar. Good flavor profile.
And I love they're straying away from just making a strong cigar and they're going to a more complex lot of flavor.
And I agree with you. I think that'll bring a lot of people back to.
Well, they'll catch
trying.
they'll catch both ends of the market now.
Right.
Now you got your cigar for your strong smokers, and now you got your medium. All right, David, have a good one, man.
Hey, Dave. Yeah, it's definitely one of those that I think a lot of people on the mild end will like.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's got so much flavor that
People like me that only want a strong cigar can enjoy it. For me to be able to pick out that many flavors when I normally smoke a stronger that only has 1 or 2 flavors, to smoke this and I can name 4 or 5 things it tastes like, I mean it's a good smoke. George, are you drunk already? What's Jason D? Oh, all this flavor in a Robusto would be crazy, man. That used to be my go-to size to smoke. Now I'm all over the place. It depends on the cigar.
Yeah.
But everything I used to buy was a Robusto. Corona, yeah, Corona be where that. He has not, George. I have not heard him say anything about a Connecticut. I would be curious to see it. I think if they keep capturing flavors like this in a cigar, they can easily branch out and make a Connecticut work for sure. I mean, this almost smokes like most of the Connecticut's for its strength. Most of the Connecticut's I smoke are a medium Connecticut blend. So, I mean, this is right about how I would like my Connecticut's to be enjoyable. Swiney's still here. It'll be time for another Linka Boudin and light up a number 2 in a minute.
Sausage and
get another plate, get in a food coma, and light up again.
or take a nap.
And then light up again.
Perfect pre-nap light.
Yeah, I'm with Oki. I think a Corona would be way better than a Robusto in this size. Yeah, George, you're with me, man. Your way of thinking right now, this does remind me of a good Connecticut for sure. I mean, if this was a Connecticut right now, I'd put it right up there with the Big Sky and the Amidola Connecticut's, which are two of my favorite Connecticut's I've had on my Sunday morning. I mean, I think this is going to be a good morning stick for me. As soon as I get a box of them, I'll do an IG live doing one morning. Figure out a good drink to do it with. I think we all kind of agree. Morning, dessert, or late at night before bed to relax. This cigar would be good in all three of those areas. Still got a good burn, George. I just seen your picture post up, man. Yeah, you got it going on with your burn for sure. You've got some good ash. Yeah, you're on your third ash only. Yeah, you've done good. Yeah, Oki, I agree. If you haven't had a Viva, start with this new one when it comes out. Yeah, for anybody that likes a lot of flavor in a cigar, this is it. What, Oki, you're talking about me liking the Big Sky Connecticut? Love it. Amidola Connecticut, love it.
Laying yours down.
No, I'm still burning,
Nub it
man.
out.
I'm gonna nub it out.
Still, hour and a half smoke.
Yeah, hour and 40 minutes, and I've still got a nub I can work with over here. I'm used to working with little nubs anyway. Damn, George is outside in the wind on his back porch, and he's getting those kind of ashes. I mean, that's crazy. Oh, wow. Okay, Jeremy. So, Jeremy, do you think the Jester's even better than this one? I mean, I enjoy this one better than the Jester. I don't know if I'm ready to say this is better than the Atlantic box press, but as far as the flavor profile, what they did in this one, I like everything I'm getting out of this one. But
Yeah.
I have to smoke more of them before I can give a full opinion, of course, because you guys know me by now. I'm a strict two-cigar guy. I have to smoke something at least twice before I can tell you I love it or hate it. I can tell you right now I don't hate it, but I'm definitely going to smoke more.
Like I said earlier, I still like the Atlantic more,
Yeah.
but this one's totally different.
Yeah.
It's so...
Well, it's unlike any Viva, so to compare it to the other Vivas, it's kind of hard because flavor profile-wise, we haven't had nothing like this from Viva. So it's a whole new direction for them for sure. And I think maybe it's some of them wanting to corner that market of medium smokers.
And again, with having the Viva, then the Jester, then the Atlantic, I wouldn't say a step back, but it's totally different than those. It doesn't. I'm not gonna say the other ones had the same flavor profile.
Okay, Oki says the Atlantic's is number 1, the Robusto's 2, the Diadema is 3, and that was an amazing cigar. The Jester 4, this one's 5. Viva is regularly known for just a lot of pepper, a strong cigar. And this one being more chocolate and nutmeg and cinnamon, this is totally different flavor profile than any Viva that's ever come out. And and don't get me wrong, no medium cigar or no Connecticut blows me away by any means, because that's not my palate. That's not the cigars I like. I like a stronger cigar. But do I like this one? Yes. Will I smoke it again? Absolutely. It's going to have a place and a time where I like to smoke it. But you'll never hear me say a medium or a Connecticut blew me away. I'll say I like it because it's not something I'll smoke on a regular basis like I do all the other Vivas and the Jester. I'll fire them up anytime because that's what my palate likes. I like a peppery, strong cigar. I like a cigar with a kick. This one doesn't have the kick, but it's definitely got some pleasant flavors going on, and it's a good cigar to me. But I'm with you on the blow me away thing. I mean, medium bodies don't blow me away. But yes, I will keep it in my humidor, and I will grab it. Yes, made by AJ Fernandez. Yeah, and I'm pretty much nubbed out where I'm tired of burning my fingers, so I'm tapping out on mine. But I mean, I have ashes in my ashtray longer than the cigar piece I just put down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I smoked it pretty much through and through.
And that's the one thing I've liked about all Vivas, where a lot of cigars you get down to that last inch and a half,
And no flavor.
and there's just no flavor,
Yeah.
or the flavor it ashes, and then the flavor's just and all you get's the tar left. I'm not sure there's any Vivas that I've ever smoked that you don't want to nub it all the
Right,
way down, because
right.
it's still got a good flavor to it.
Yeah, and they were real good about that, keeping flavor throughout. You don't waste the cigar when you smoke a Viva.
Nice long fill.
Yeah, you normally smoke it until you don't want to hold it no more. They were real good with all of theirs, whether it be the Jester, the Atlantic. They all smoke until you just can't bear to hold them no more. And like I said, my ashes are longer than the piece of cigar I just threw down. And I mean, I'll pull it back out. I mean, my finger covers the whole cigar. That's all was left for me. I mean, it's burning just to hold it now, and I've had it in the ashtray for a little bit. So we do appreciate all you guys dropping by
Absolutely.
today, smoking with us, checking out this thing. All you guys that were able to get your hands on this cigar, definitely appreciate you guys coming in and doing this. We do enjoy doing these live smokings when there's other people smoking the same thing. So it might be something we do in the future. We all buy the same cigar and do one big YouTube live, something we've never tried, and fire it up like that. Because this interactive chats is what Barrel Burners is all about. So for us to be smoking the same thing, comparing it, this is no different than what we do in Herfs. If you're not a Barrel Burner member, we do these every night of the week in Herfs. So to do that on a bigger scale like this, where we have 20 plus people in here doing the same cigar and talking with us as we smoke it, I mean, that's great. Yeah, Jeremy, you got to revisit. I know I do, because like I said, I'm a 2-cigar smoker before I make my mind up. I did like it enough to definitely buy it and smoke it again for sure on my end.
I agree.
I mean, there's been cigars I smoked the first one and I knew I wasn't going to like it the second time, but I gave it the benefit of the doubt and tried it. But this was not one of those where the first time I smoked it, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. You know, Okie wants this cigar, but a smaller size. So, and I do tell Billy all this, and Billy goes back and watches all these lives we do. So all your comments, he's going to see them. He takes the time to watch all these lives we do. He goes back and watches all my YouTube lives. So he sees what you guys are saying. He sees what you guys are asking for. They're super interactive. They care about their product. So, and it might be something he's already got in the pipeline. I don't know. He hasn't said. I do know they got more stuff coming out later in different areas, but Yeah, I'm with you, Okie. I would love to see this in another size too. And I'm a box press guy, so I don't mind it being in a box press. And Brian says the same thing. It would be better in a smaller size. Definitely would be more powerful flavor. All right, Swine Gear's about to do a Juarez. Yeah, Brian's drunk. He's celebrating his first successful Coffee with a Capo stream today. So yeah, he's got a reason to party, man. Yeah, so all you guys, if you're still smoking, make sure to comment. Tell me what you're thinking. We'll let this thing go to about the 2-hour mark or a little before, and we'll go ahead and end this and do our thing. So we do appreciate, once again, for y'all stopping by. I know a lot of people watch the replay because they're busy doing whatever they do, so our lives do get a lot of replay watches.
Yeah, we did it quite a bit earlier than normal.
We did it earlier. I know it's a Saturday, but we wanted to do an early one. We know a lot of people are quarantined, sitting at their house and can't leave today, so we figured, hey, why not try an earlier one? That way we can still have our normal lives in the evening. Keep it box press and then also do a Robusto. That would be a damn good idea. I'm not a Lancero guy. The only Viva I haven't tried is the Viva Lancero. And that's a luxury cigar exclusive. So if any of you guys want it, you can get it from their store. But yeah, a smaller size would definitely, those flavors would be out of hand, man.
Yeah.
That would be very, very flavorful. You enjoyed it, Ono? Don't worry, man. You'll be getting some soon, I'm sure. Yeah, good deal, man. Glad you can make one. Like I said, the replays are always up. These get saved on YouTube immediately, so the replays are always up when you can't make them. So they're definitely always there. So everybody seems to like it. Some love it. Everybody likes it, but the consensus is everybody would like to see all these flavors in a smaller cigar, and I get that. You get more flavor in a smaller cigar.
Yeah, I would definitely be interested in maybe a Robusto.
A Robusto or Corona for sure. Yeah, I'm with you, Okie. The flavors are perfect. Definitely got the right set of flavors. Yeah, don't need to be stronger by any means because that's not what they were going for this. They were going for a medium-bodied smoke with a lot of flavors, and they accomplished that, but even smaller ring gauge could make those flavors intensify, which would be even better.
Yeah.
For sure.
And just like any other cigar, we're all a little bit different on what we like, how we like them.
And then nobody said they didn't like the flavors. The flavors are there.
Right.
They like the flavors, they just want to see a smaller ring gauge. But for people like me that enjoy a box press, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Didn't mind the size. I think all the flavors are spot on.
Right. And I didn't have any burn problems like a few of the guys.
And it's nice to be on here with other people smoking it too. Get your ideas.
Well, yeah, a lot of you guys can think we're full of shit because we're doing this live, but when you got 4 to 5 other people in here smoking it at the same time, and overall the consensus is pretty much the same. It's not a bad cigar. It's a good cigar. Good flavors. Yes, they want to see it smaller so the flavors intensify, but all in all, it's not a bad cigar at all.
And I think people who enjoy a milder cigar, they might like the smaller
Yeah.
size of it also. I think that would be.
Yeah, I would encourage everybody that smoked the original Viva and didn't like it to give this one a try because it's totally different. Totally different flavor profile. So if you were one of those people that did not like the original Viva, this is going to be one to try for you. Because chances are, if you didn't like the original Viva, you probably didn't like strong cigars. You like more complexity. You like more flavors. You like to be able to pick out a lot of different things and not have that big punch or headache or not have to worry about eating before you smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
Because there's cigars that whip my ass if I don't eat before I smoke them. For sure. Oki's been drunk on sinus medicine all week. I'm happy he was able to at least do this cigar with us today. Because I know it was killing him do a whole week without smoking.
Yeah, because he went a good part of this week without smoking. Wouldn't even jump on the Herfs with us because he thought he'd want to smoke.
Well, yeah, that'll trigger you. If I'm on a Herf with guys smoking, I'm going to want to smoke a cigar for sure. Everyone does a double shot of NyQuil. Last man standing Herf. We could do that. Yep, exactly, Jeremy. No more strength. Just a smaller so it's more flavorful. Because those flavors are good, great flavors, but you want them to be a little more powerful flavor-wise. And every time you take a shot of NyQuil, you got to spin in a circle 10 times before you sit back down.
Wow.
Like the old baseball game where you spin around on the bat and have to run bases. That's what we need. We'll call it the Okie Classic.
Like the Okie up Chucky.
We can do that, Herf, and the day March Madness was supposed to be the national championship. That'll be our championship game. All right, guys, we're going to start winding this thing down. We're hour 55 in. Has everybody pretty much finished theirs? Is anybody still smoking it? George, how you holding up, buddy? You still got yours going, or you finally put it down?
I figure Jeremy's just about to his.
Jeremy's probably at the quarter left.
Yeah.
Dizzy Bat and NyQuil. Boom, there you go. We can play a version of basketball, burner style. Man, it worked for them. They made their own sport up.
That's true. Burners ball.
We're going to play dodgeball at the next Burners meetup.
You can dodge a wrench.
You can dodge a ball. Okies is out. Damn, Jeremy's just now to the band. We'll call Jeremy in 4 hours. He'll just now be, David's done, still smoking but burning the hell of the lips. George is like me. He held it till he couldn't hold it no more.
I think if I'd had a toothpick, I could have gone a little bit longer with it. But
So Jeremy's the last man standing as always. But he wouldn't have it any other way.
Nope.
That's the way Jeremy rolls, and we love him. It's all that matters. You can Herf with Jeremy. I'll smoke 3 cigars to his 1.
the night we had the first Viva Herf, I was on my second one before he was finishing. I think I finished my second when he was finishing his first.
He gets his money's worth out of them for sure. And Nick disappeared on us immediately once we started, so I don't know if he finished his or what. All good, Jeremy. We're just picking on you, man.
The Vondel method. Smoke it slow, see how it goes.
Slow and steady wins the race, buddy. George, you got to walk 4 feet to get your number. Real men don't use numbers anyway. They're called fingers. You grew up in the 70s. Go get your old roach clip. He's a flavor saver. That's why the ladies like him. Alright guys, this is it, man. We're going to appreciate all you. We're going to thank you one more time. Everybody that had the cigar, of course, thank you for being a part of this. Everybody that came in and watched us, whether it was the beginning, end, or stayed in the whole time, we appreciate you. And we hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely.
Stay safe. Stay 6 feet apart. And definitely don't breathe on nobody unless you absolutely don't like them.
Or don't sneeze towards the fan that rolls
Right,
across.
right. Like right now, I could sneeze and I don't have to worry it's going that way. But yeah, everybody have a great rest of your day. Burners, we'll be seeing you in chats like always. And yeah, guys, appreciate y'all.
Lots of fun, guys. Appreciate it.
Great time as always. Minute 58, so we're right at the 2-hour mark. It's about an average. So Dan, Okie, Ono, everybody, Barrel Burners up. Barrel Burners family. Have a great day, guys. We're gonna give y'all one last Barrel Burners up, even though we can't see y'all. You know what to do. Barrel Burners up, guys. Have a good one.
Later, guys.